Welcome everyone, another tour of the world through a bottle of beer. Okay, we've got another German beer here. This is a Kolsch, Gaffel. And this is another beer from Cologne, and they have their own particular style of beer. Now, each region, of course, does have kind of little variances on their particular beer production. So, you get different tastes. Cologne's known from a particular type. They even have a traditional type of beer that they give you in restaurants and other things. I'm assuming that's one of these, and let's try this again. We had one before, which was similar to this. Let's open this up and take a look at this. Little focus problems here as of late. This is the cap on here. Here we go. There we go. That's a fairly clear picture. And let's pour this out. Take a look at it. Again, the darkness usually tells you how sweet it is to a degree. This is kind of medium amber. Instead of trying to get the whole bottle, which really isn't very important. We'll see actually the label, and we're going to show the label, and let's show the label in the back here for those that find that interesting. Almost 5% alcohol in this. And as usual, let's give it the old taste test. This thing. I'm gonna have to let that, some more in here. We're gonna have to let that sink in a little bit and take a few other sips of it. As I said, you've got all these different tastes, and a lot of times it takes a minute or two for it to hit everything, particularly if something is bitter. That after bitter taste takes, like a minute or two. This was certainly better than the other Cologne beer. This is pretty good. You're not getting that bitter aftertaste, which I really detest in beers and seems to be very common. As I said, if you've got a bitter beer, it means it's not being made right. Making something bitter is just sloppy brewing techniques. If you're going to have a good beer, it should be have a good hops flavor to it, a good flavorful beer. And it's certainly, who wants to drink bitter? I mean, so many things in life are bitter. Why would you drink it? Let's try that again. It's not bad. I'm not getting a strong bitter. It's got an interesting little flavor to it, slightly different than a lot of beers. It's hard to place. It is a little nice flavor there, a little hoppy and a little smooth in there. So, excuse me. This certainly is one of the better beers, but certainly is not high on the list in terms of really flavor. You're not getting enough hops in this. Excuse me, which gives you that really good beer flavor. And that's what you're looking for. You want a good hops flavor. You want a good Pilsner type flavor, as the Czechoslovakians have perfected beer to have that great flavor. That's what people really look for in a beer. And this certainly is pretty good. I would give this a 6. It's not bad, particularly for German beers, which always tend to be very bitter.